Alright, so here we are in Mini Cooper, and it looks like we're going to have doing wheel bearings on it at some point. So, first thing we got to do, pull this caliper off to 16 mils, come off, then we can get to the wheel bearing and remove that. Let's see, one thing you're going to want is either a piece of wire or a rope or maybe a ratchet strap, something to hold up that caliper with. Probably just this wire. Let's try it out. Alright, let's see, here we got the caliper wire. So what I like to do is go through a loop somewhere. It almost doesn't really matter where. But I'll shove it through this hole here and then up. And then with this baling wire, all we need to do is just wrap this around a few times, twist it. Then when this comes loose, this end, we can hook up here and hang it down from there. The reason being is you don't want to put, especially on cars, older cars, you don't want to put any real tension on this line. It's rubber, it could crack, it could break. And I'm not looking to pay for a new brake line for this fellow, so it's best to be a little bit more careful. And that's one of the ways to do it for a brake caliper. Alright, so we got our 16 mil Harbor Freight impact. Come on, people. Hercules brand. It's cheap, I know, but it makes it easy for me to be able to afford to do the mechanic work that I do. If I don't use it, then I'll never be able to do cheap mechanic work because Snap-on's way too expensive. So that's how I roll. Gotta do what you gotta do, right? So I'll hold this with my knee so it don't fall, because I'm working one-handed, obviously, with the camera. Boom, alright. Bolts out. Toss that up there. And as you can see, so this rotor is ready to fall out. There she goes. And that's because with CV axles, the CV axle itself actually holds the bearing together. And as you can see, the bearing's falling apart. So anyway, now that I've hooked myself a brake caliper, let's go ahead and tie her up here like I said before. Hard to do with one hand, but you know what? Assistance with the knee. Wrap that around. Little special finger action. And there goes the pad. Whoops. Get a little twisty in here. And there we go. Just push her aside for now. Rescue this brake pad. Wow. That's some thick pad. Those are probably brand new almost. Interesting. Alright. Now, to get this wheel bearing off, we got really lucky. Alright. So this is the bolt-on type. Let's get that schmutz out of here. Alright. So this is the bolt-on type. As you can see, there's some threads right there. There's 4 bolts. They are from this back side here. And that's it. That's it to take this sucker off. So let me go see. This is probably, those are probably, actually they're probably pretty close to the 16. Let's give it a shot. Come here. There we go. Alright, let's see. Way off. Sometimes I got it, sometimes I don't. Alright, turns out it was a lucky number 13. I guess if you like Halloween or Friday the 13th or something like that. We'll see if we can get in here. See if you guys can see it or not. 1, 2. You guys have to let me know when I'm on it, okay? Oh, slippage. Alright, never mind. I'm gonna get up here close quarters with you guys. There we go. And the last one. Oh. And she's gone. Well, that was simple. Now, not all of them are like this. A lot of times, this is referred to as the knuckle. One piece here. A lot of times, bearings will be pressed in to the knuckle. So you have to have a special tool for that. I got lucky. And this is the bolt-on type, so yeah. What a wreck. See that? There's a plastic keeper in there to keep all the balls separated. That's in shreds. And it's like I was saying before, so CV axle keeps all this together. And if you don't have a CV axle, there's potential that it'll just come apart. And that's what happened with this guy. He tried to move this car without CV axles holding all this assembly together, and it just ripped this apart. But it looks like with how brittle this plastic ball keeper is, it was probably going to need to be changed anyway, so it is what it is. Alright, so back at it. So, got this side off, obviously, so let's go over the other side. Same process, except this wheel bearing didn't fail. We got lucky on this one. So, we've got calipers now strung up. Now we got to get this rotor off. And for this one, it looks like we have a keeper right here. T50 Torx bit. And there's just one, it looks like. So, should be pretty easy. And we'll be right. So, one little tip is sometimes when it's rusted, you can give it a little tappy tap. Let's see if I can get this. There we go. A little tappy tap. Well, this videotaping thing is kind of hard with only one hand. Let's see. We'll just use my drill as a tripod until I get another tripod. My other one is currently in use. Alright. Anyway, so you could just, you know, get that bad boy up there. Give it a few tappy taps. Sometimes it'll help break up the rust inside the threads there. So that way, when you go and put your impact on it, comes right on out. That's exactly what I like to see. And, let's see. Ooh, it looks like it was actually clean on the other side. So look at that, we got lucky. No fuss, no hassle there. Which is great. Let's see if I can put this over here somewhere. Just put it over here for now. And there we are. This is what the other wheel bearing should have looked like. But instead, the wheel bearing fell apart. So, same procedure, 4 bolts on the back. I'm going to do that and then I'll be right back with you guys. Alright, I'm back. So, like I said, there's our wheel bearing assembly / hub assembly. All nice, one unit. The splines in there are for the CV axle. Let's see if I can get you in there. Oh yeah, there you go. Up inside. Okay, There's our nuts, bolts, whatever, bolts. So we need to take this one apart too, because there we go. Okay, anyway, this one refused to come apart. And yes, I know I just stuck that in water. But as you can see, it's already rusty and craptastic. And you might be able to see it, you might not be able to see it, but let's get up close and personal here. Alright, you see this area here? There's a lip on these rotors. So they probably need to be surfaced anyway. Yep. That's probably good enough. You can probably see it. But anyway, yeah. There you go. So, temporary replacement. Alright, see this? So that race, hold on, actually. You see this? This is called a bearing race. Because the bearings race around on it. Seriously. That's how it is. So, this bearing race is supposed to be the inside of this hub assembly. As you can see, bearing race, bearings, boom, just like that. See that? Now it looks like our other one. However, like I said before, if you don't have your CB axle pinning these two halves together, this can happen. It just rips out, falls apart. Simple as that. And that's why that one's getting replaced, and there's no point in just replacing one unless you really don't have any money, which, if that's the case, you really shouldn't be owning a car or a project car anyway. Yeah, I know. All you project car guys, don't worry. I'm a project car guy too. I got a couple up there. I got a BMW over here. That one's going to be the drift car at some point. I know. You know what the crazy part is? My name is Chris as well. Chris Fix, motherfucker. We got Mustang, and now I've got BMW. So, Chris Fix, maybe we'll drift one day. I don't know. But anyway, back at it. I also do motorcycles, as you can see way in the back corner there. But when the customer has no money for their project vehicle, it sits. There's a couple vehicles that are just sitting. Anyway, so let's see here. So this is scrap. That is scrap. We'll keep this. And a little stacky stack. So we want to hold on to all of our bolts. It's the most pain in the thing to do is to attempt to find these afterward. Organization is really key, because you lose bolts, you lose nuts. It's not fun time, especially if it's not your own, or if it's someone else's car. Really sucks. Anyway, to the scrap pile these go. Alright, so back here at the car, as you can see, our caliper is hanging out nicely. It's just chilling. And now we have a big gaping hole where our wheel bearing used to be. Which, when we go to install the new ones, you want to clean the surface up and then just put a little bit of grease or some kind of anti-rust crap on there. Not paint. Don't put anything that's going to be thick. Because the clearances, you don't want to screw with your clearances for anything. Just leave it factory. But, I mean, a tiny little bit of grease. Just dab it on your finger, wipe it around there, slap your wheel bearing hub on there, and bam. That's all you need to do. It's really simple. So, I bet you guys thought I was just going to leave these out here in the rain. Well, think again. I always keep a whole lot of totes around. That way I can keep parts clean, dry. Well, as clean as they can be. I mean, these are already pretty nasty. But, you know, the less work I gotta do, the better. Because isn't that what we all are striving for anyway? Is to get more money and less work, I guess. Maybe not. I'm super lazy, even though I work on auto mechanics. But if I can do something simpler, easier, that's what I'm going to do. So, anyway, oh yeah, I never mentioned, this vehicle is getting an engine and transmission install. Because, well, yeah. Previous owner blew the engine up. New owner wants a new engine in here. And I guess that's what we're doing. So, yeah. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. What's even more crazy is the amount of stuff. I know, everything's missing, right? Well, it's not missing, it's just... yeah. It's all in here. That's going to be fun. But whatever. It's part of the job, right? I guess. So we'll see where this project goes. In addition, client wants a wrap peeled off, maybe even install a wrap later on. New tires, obviously, because these ones are toast. If you see this, that is not good. Not good. They do not hold air, obviously. So, new tires, new wheel bearings, new motor and transmission. Well, used, but new to him, new to the car. And then re-put everything back together. And then wrap this thing and see how she does.